Hello everyone, how is it going? This is the Video Gamer 64 and Movie Collector 64 here. Yep, that's right. This is the Video Gamer 64 and Movie Collector 64 here. And in this video, I am going to be showing my entire horror movie collection on DVD and not Blu-ray, on DVD and VHS. So, obviously, y'all know horror movies is my favorite genre of movies and stuff like that. That and action movies are my two favorite genre of movies. And yeah, so in this video, I'm going to be showing all of you the DVDs and VHS tapes of the horror movies that I own in my collection. So let's get started with the DVDs that I own. And before I get started, I don't have nearly as many DVDs of horror movies that I once did. And that's because I sold some of them to save up for many old games and stuff. But for now on, I'm deciding to keep all my DVDs and stuff like that. So no matter what, if I want a game, I'll just save my money for the game instead of selling some of my stuff just to get the game. So yeah, unless it's trading cards. But yes, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show all of you the DVDs right now. First is a horror comedy movie, and it's one of the greatest Steven Spielberg movies of all time, and that is Gremlins. It is like a horror comedy movie, and it's a very great movie, no doubt about that. I love this movie. I remember being a fan of this when I was younger and fell in love with the movie, so I know I'm not going to be disappointed in that one when I watch it next time. Next, we got a good horror movie, and that is George A. Romero's Land of the Dead. Unrated. Let me start over. George A. Romero's Land of the Dead, and it is the unrated director's cut. Ooh. So yeah. And this is a good movie, no doubt about that. This came out back in 2005, I think. Wait, let me see. I think it came out in 2005. Yeah. I remember this. I do remember seeing this when it was brand new on DVD. Like when it first came out on DVD, I remember seeing the DVD case and stuff. And I always wanted to see this movie, and I still have. I don't know if I've seen it or not, but I'm gonna probably watch this soon and give y'all my opinion on this movie. So yeah, that was Land of the Dead. Next, we got a movie I have seen, and it's okay. It's not as good as the older Friday the 13th movies. To me, you can't beat the older ones. And it says from the producers of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I doubt that's from the 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It might have been the newer one. Anyway, it's Friday the 13th Killer Cut. And I seen this movie. It was, like I said, it was okay. It wasn't nearly as good as the older ones, in my opinion. And yeah, so. Next, we got a movie I got last week or a week before, and that is Cry Wolf. So yeah, I got Cry Wolf on DVD at the Dollar Tree, at my local Dollar Tree. And that's all the horror movies that I own in my DVD collection so far. Yeah, so. Okay, I'm going to show the VHS tapes of all the horror movies I own now in my collection. So, yeah. Next, we got a movie called Candyman Farewell to the Flesh. Scarier than the original. Now, what do I think about this movie? It's okay. It's not scary, and it says scarier than the original, but to me, I think the original was better and everything. I think the original Candyman was better than Farewell to the Flesh, and so yeah. But if anybody loves horror movies and stuff, you're gonna check this out. So yeah, it's an okay movie, but to me, Candyman Farewell to the Flesh the original is better than Farewell to the Flesh. So yes. Next, we got a horror comedy movie, and that is a Mel Brooks film, Young Frankenstein. Oof. Frankenstein. I had to say it like that. But yes, it is called Young Frankenstein. This is a horror comedy movie, and I have to say, this is a very good movie. And this is one of the greatest films of all time from the 70s. In my opinion, anyway. Some of y'all might think different. But in my opinion, I consider this one of the greatest films of the 1970s. So yeah. Next, we got a damn good movie on, I think it even got, I'm trying to think. I think it got like 5 or 6 Academy Awards. And, yeah. Oh, there it is. 5 1991 Academy Award winner, including Best Picture. You got the actress like Jodie Foster, and then you got the legendary actor Anthony Hopkins. He's a genius in acting, in my opinion. And this is Silence of the Lambs. It says, FBI agent Clarence Starling, Jodie Foster, is sent to interview prison killer Dr. Hannibal, the cannibal Lecter, which is Anthony Hopkins. She hopes he might reveal information about another crazed killer known as Buffalo Bill, who is abducting young women, starving them, and then killing them. Lester's brilliant mind is intrigued by the beautiful Starling, and he begins giving her mystifying clues, which could be helpful or merely a game. The terror builds as Buffalo Bill grabs another victim, and the countdown to death begins again. Finding the madman means Starling must get inside Lecter's mind. To stop the killer, she must enter a terrifying race against death. So yeah, that's what it says right here in the back. And you can see pictures of it and stuff. And in my opinion, I think this is one of the greatest horror films ever made. I would consider this literally like a top 10, maybe top 20 horror films of all time. But most likely a top 10 favorite horror movie film of all time. And I definitely recommend this to any horror movie fan. None of you will be disappointed in that one, I guarantee that. Next, we got a very good horror film, too. It's one of the greatest films of all time. Stanley Kubrick made this film in The Shining. Stephen King's one of his greatest movies. He was a genius in this one. Wait, was it Stephen King or Steven Spielberg? I don't remember. I might be thinking it was Stephen King. But anyway, if any of you know if Stephen King helped with this movie, let me know. I think he did the book. I don't know. Anyway, this is a very damn good film. And it's a horror film. This is the movie that has that quote, "Here's Johnny." So yeah, really, it's a very good movie, and I highly recommend this movie. And be honest with all of you, that's a pretty good movie, no doubt about that. Next, back in 2001 or 2002, this movie came out. It's a good horror movie. I remember this movie very well, and it's called 13 Ghosts. And it comes with the bonus footage of behind-the-scenes looking at transforming actors into ghosts. Ooh, spooky ghosts. And it says Misery Loves Company. And it says 13 Ghosts. When I was little, this movie scared the hell out of me. It literally scared the hell out of me. I had nightmares of this movie when I was a kid. And my Aunt Brenda and I would watch horror films all the time. And this was one of them. That and Ghost Ship and a couple other ones. And this one really creeped me out. And this is like a remake of the 1960 William Castle film, which is a haunted house film from the producers of Gilbert Adler and stuff like that. And what do I think about this movie? I really think this is a good movie. And I highly recommend this movie to any horror fan, especially anybody that's a fan of horror movies from the 2000s. I think y'all would like this. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And I hope all of you guys have truly enjoyed these videos I've been doing of movie collecting and stuff like that. Feel free to subscribe to me on the Video Gamer 64 channel. and my Movie Collector 64 channel to see more videos on here. And this is the Video Gamer 64 and Movie Collector 64 signing off. And by the way, guys, I am going to be adding this to my Movie Collector 64 channel first. Probably. And this is Movie Collector 64 and the Video Gamer 64 signing off.